Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I want to sit down today and have a little chat. So this is WIP of the week. I don't know what we're up to now. Is it 14, 15? I'm losing track. I have to go back onto my videos. I can never remember. Anyway, I'll bring you down a little bit closer because I've had my camera set up for an intense video that I just finished. It took me about 3 hours to film that thing. But it was fun, It didn't turn out as pretty as I wanted, but you know, we have to try, don't we? Anyway, I started this page last night in Colour in Heaven Cutesy Christmas Special, and this is for Christmas in July, which I think I've only participated once in this, and I fancied doing a Christmas page last night. I was looking at Christmas diamond paintings because I'm waiting for one to come. I'm waiting for a Jasmine Beckett Griffith one to come, and I'm going to start around my birthday in November, and then it'll be done in December. But it got me in the Christmassy mood. How silly is that? It's like cracking the flags outside. I won't tell you each pencil that I'm using. That's not this sort of video. It's not a tutorial. I'll just say that this is the magazine that I'm working in, and the picture is Mariola Budek by Mariola Budek, and I'm using Prismacolor pencils. Whew. Now, this is the only pencil case that I don't keep in order, and this is the only one actually that I can not keep in order because it doesn't give me anxiety. It's in somewhat of order. I mean, yellows, oranges, reds, pinks, skin tones, blues, greens, earth tones and greys, but it's not in my usual pristine order that I like to keep my pencils in. I've got stuff everywhere, not in my usual place through filming that video, so I just need to get a little bit of set up, and then I think I'm gonna have to come back. So it's currently Wednesday the 13th of July when I'm filming this. You'll probably see this tomorrow, Thursday. I've literally still got paint and stuff on my fingers. I do apologise, but if you do, you know how messy it is sometimes. And yeah, it's 7 minutes past 2, so I'll probably just be, there's a bit of salt left over there, I'll just be able to get this one video done, then that'll be it for the day, because I don't like to film in the evenings because I don't think it's fair on my husband. Although in the summer holidays, while I'm still in this house, I will be filming in the evenings, and he's been warned. And I'm warning you guys, just in case you hear noises in the background. Yeah, my husband will be there. But I've done this page all with watercolour so far, no pencil, so I'm just adding a little bit of detail just while I chatter away. So if you sat there doing your colouring, or doing your diamond painting, or even just sitting there and you're wanting to listen to me, I like to think of these videos as I'm talking to a friend, and you can happily listen, and I do read your comments. I'm getting better at replying to comments. I sort of have a day out of the week where I'll sit and actually reply to everyone and not let it completely get backed up. But anyway, yesterday, it wasn't yesterday, every day is just rolling into one at the minute because of the way that I've been feeling. Today, Danny had spoken to the solicitors, and we should, by the end of the week, possibly Monday, get an actual date. We have requested the middle to end of August purely because we want Isabel to be off school. If she's in school in term time and it happens, she'll just have the day off school, because the plan is, at first I thought, well actually it'll be better if she's in school because I don't have to worry about her. But that was me thinking, oh yeah, we'll have the keys at like 9 o'clock in the morning and we can get on with the move, and I can be at the new house unpacking, and my husband can be here packing the old house up, and I can be unpacking, etc, etc. Well, it turns out that on the day of the move we might get the keys at 12 o'clock, or we might get the keys at 4 or 5 o'clock, which isn't ideal because she will get dropped off from school at 4 o'clock, and then we might not even be here, so she can't go to school. So we've requested for it to be in the holidays, and the plan is she's going to go with my son and me to my mother-in-law's. So in the morning of the move, 9 o'clock, even maybe a bit before that, probably about 8 o'clock actually, because the movers are coming at 9. Danny's going to drive up to his mum's house with me, Isabel, Lewis and Rolo in the car. We're going to have to flat pack. Rolo's crate if we can. Lewis will have to have it on his lap. But the night before, he's going to have to drive up with her big chair. If you've watched any of my vlogs, you would see that she's got quite a big chair that she uses in the house. So he's going to have to drive up to his mum's the night before to drop that off. So the morning of, I'm probably going to have to sit her on my knee to try and feed her. Otherwise, I mean, I could sit on the floor and have her between my legs and like feed her backwards maybe. Yeah, so where was I up to? Yeah, so we'll get dropped off there, because I did say that I didn't want to be in the house when the movers were here, because there's going to be up to 5 moving men in this house. This is what we paid for, plus my husband, and I feel like I might get in the way, and I'm a bit of a stress head, especially when it comes to my art stuff. I'm going to be very particular. So most of my art stuff, I'm going to ask, can I keep at my mother-in-law's a couple of nights before? So I'm not going to be able to colour for a couple of nights. Not the end of the world. But I'll stay up there. I will look after Isabel up there. And then as soon as... the house needs to be packed up and we need to be out by 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So then, once that's done, Danny's going to come back to his mum's. This is why I'm there, and both of the kids and the dog. And basically, he's just going to sit there and wait for the estate agents to say, yep, all sorted at the solicitors. The keys are here, ready for your pick up. Now, where he has to drive to go and pick the keys up is half an hour away. So let's say the best case scenario, it's at 12 o'clock. We get the phone call. I'm going to jump in the car with him. We're going to go and drive down, pick up the keys. I will then be took to the new house with Dana. And if that happens, that's when I'm going to vlog the house. I'm going to run round really quickly and do a little video while the house is completely empty and there's only me in, and quickly show you. But if we only get the keys later on in the day, it's going to be such a rush. I'm not going to be able to, because I'm going to have Isabel and the dog and the movers and everything's just going to get on top of me. So I think the last thing that's going to be on my mind is doing a video for YouTube, I've got to be honest. So that's the best case scenario. At 12 o'clock we're going to pick the keys up. I'll be at the new house and the movers will come, start emptying everything, and I'll be in the house and I can start unpacking. And then Danny will go to his mum's at about 5 o'clock at the latest to go and get Isabel to bring her back to the new house, because I'm hoping to get her room all set up and ready. Very worst case scenario is that we only get the keys at 4 o'clock and then the movers and everyone is in the house at the same time. Isabel's room isn't set up, and her bed, this is a full-on story by itself. I'll get onto the bed in a minute. Yeah, but that will be a nightmare. I would be very, very stressed. And then he's only got the 1 day off work, so he's back at work the next day. So if that happens, I'm left to unpack nearly everything and look after a disabled child and keep a dog occupied on my own. So I'm hoping, praying that doesn't happen. But the bed situation, right? So at the start of us even thinking about moving, over in the UK you have like your physios and your occupational therapists, all different things for Isabel's needs, and we've got a separate occupational therapist that is like a social services. And that, when I first heard that, it scared the life out of me. I think, oh my god, are they going to take my daughter off me going around my house? But no, it's not like that. Just because the social services are involved, it's the social services OT. Now she's the one that's in charge of making sure that Isabel's got suitable seating in the house, she's got the stair lift, she's got her specialist bed. The lack of bath seat, because we've still not got a bath seat, we're still bathing her like a baby. They still not come up with any solution to that, but that's a completely different story that makes me angry. You show them things like different seats and they go, didn't even know that existed. I'm pretty sure that I could do it. At this point of looking after her for 5.5 years, I'm pretty sure that I could do the job better than them. But yeah, so at the start we rang them up and we said, listen, we're thinking about moving. What's going to be the situation with the stair lift and the bed? Because we need to know all this, because, you know, it is worrying us, And they said, oh, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, it will be absolutely fine, Mrs. Walker. We'll take the stair lift out a couple of days before. Right, fine, it's not ideal, I'll have to bum shuffle down the stairs with her. I just won't be able to get her up. I physically can't get her up the stairs. Danny can just about still lift her up the stairs. It's not ideal, it's not safe. But I can't do it anymore because of my knees. Let me just take a drink. I'm still using my Jurassic Park cup. In these talking videos I need to remember to drink more. So yeah, they said the stair lift will be taken out a couple of days before. Right, fine, we'll have to deal with that, you know. It's not the end of the world, we can deal with it for a couple of days. And then the bed will be sorted in one day, Mrs. Walker. Don't worry about it, everything will be sorted. Can you hear the sarcasm in my voice? Everything will be sorted, don't worry about it. So every single step of this process, from even putting the house up for sale, to us finding the house that we love, to us putting us offer in, the offer being accepted, everything along the way I've tried to get in contact with these people. I mean, to the point where I'm leaving emails and voice messages and they're not getting back to me, and I'm having to ring like the office that they work in and try and go over the heads to speak to other people. Anyway, to cut the long story short, we've been being told all the way through we'll be without the stair lift for 2 days, and the bed we won't be without at all. It'll be sorted out the day of. So right, fine. So I rings her up a couple of days ago and I said, right, it's looking like it's going to be mid to end August time. As long as everything goes to plan, that's what it's looking like. So, you know, I won't say her name. Let's call her Jill. Let's call her Jill. Jill, I'm just letting you know because I need to know that you know every step of the way of what's happening in the situation. I said, so where do we go from here? What's the plan? I said, I don't actually know the moving date. Hopefully next week I will find out a moving date, and as soon as I do, you'll be the first person that I ring. Right, Mrs. Walker, so you need to contact the separate stair lift company. Right, that's fine, don't mind doing that. And they'll take it out a couple of weeks before. I tell you what, it's a good job. I'm going to end up getting angry here. It's a good job that it was over the phone and it wasn't face to face, because if she would have seen my face, she would have seen how angry I was. And I was just like processing it for a minute. A few weeks, right? A few weeks. So we're in the summer holidays then, and I need to be able to get her upstairs. So I'm not going to be able to get her upstairs because my husband's at work. And you want me to do this for a couple of weeks. She goes upstairs for an hour and a half in the afternoons just to give me a break. She goes in her bedroom and watches a DVD, and that's like my time to just not have the TV on and just sit in silence or sit here in colour and just to gather my thoughts, because it is hard. So I won't be able to get her upstairs for them couple of weeks, and then it's going to be hard on Danny with his back. So right, okay, but you know, it's not ideal. If I'm giving them like 4 to 8 weeks notice, why can't they sort it out just for come out a couple of days before? She couldn't answer that question. So basically she's been blowing smoke up my ass for 12 months. 12 months solid she's been saying one thing just to keep me quiet basically, and now she's saying another. So then we move on to the bed. She said the same thing. Don't worry, it'll be all sorted. As soon as you get the keys in the morning for your new house, they'll come round, take the bed down and then bring it to the new house. And I said, right, I'm just going to stop with her, Jill, just for a minute. I'm sure that's what I called her because I can't say her real name. I'm just going to have to stop with her for a minute. We might only get the keys at 12 o'clock. We might only get the keys at 4 o'clock. We really don't know. It's all down to the solicitors. Oh, she said. I said, yes, I said, so if we only get the keys at, let's say, 3-4 o'clock, are they still going to drop Isabel's dismantled bed down that they've got there in their van and bring it to the new house and put it up? I'm going to have to get back to you with that one. I'll ring you back in a bit. So I put the phone down at this point. We both said, right, bye. And she'd let me know what the company had said. So then I get a phone call the next day, even though she said it was going to be the same day. Yeah, she rung me back the next day and she said, So if you get your keys for your new house any later than 2 o'clock, they won't be able to come out and put the new bed up. So for 12 months, she's, like I said before, she's been blowing smoke up me and my husband's ass and just saying whatever she thought that I wanted to hear, or whatever she thought that would make me quiet, that's what she's been doing. And I said, right. I said, well, what am I going to do with Isabel? She went, can you not ring the estate agents up and explain the situation about Isabel having cerebral palsy and tell them that you need the keys early? I said, no, Jill. It's not down to the estate agents now. It's nothing to do with them. It's to do with the solicitors. And I can't ring the solicitors up and say, please can you give me the keys to my new house early because my daughter's got cerebral palsy. That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. Even if I rung up and said, I don't know, can you please give me the keys early, or my leg's going to fall off. I don't know. Just something like that. Nothing will work. The solicitors take as long as they take for a reason. Do I know that reason? No, I don't. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Yeah, so I don't know the reason why they take so long, but they do. That's their job. You get paid enough money not to take so long, but they do. So I said, well, what's going to happen? She went, well, can you not sleep on the mattress on the floor with her? I said, well, I'm going to have to, aren't I? I'm going to have to sleep on a single mattress on the floor and then put pillows all around her, because in case she falls out in the middle of the night. And I said, well, again, that's not ideal, because what if I roll over? I'm not the smallest of women, and I'm not the biggest. I'm just a normal sized woman, and this is a 5-year-old child we're talking about. I said, what if I roll over and I hurt her? And it was just like oh well, you know, what do you want me to do about it? That's what it felt like. That's what it genuinely felt like. And then just before we ended the call, she said to me, she had like the balls to say, right, is everything alright with that, then all the information that I've told you then? And what we're meant to say? No, you need to come round and you need to sort this out. They've had long enough. They've had months and months and months and months to put something in place, even if like it was a temporary bed, like a blow-up bed, just something that we can't buy, because they must have access to some other stuff that we can't. I mean, the very, very worst case, we have thought about it, the very worst case, I'll buy a bed guard. Well, I'll buy 2 bed guards, one either side for mine and my husband's bed. He'll have to just sleep on the floor, on the couch, wherever, I don't know. I've no idea. And she'll have to sleep on the king side mattress with me for one night. But then it's relying on them people turning up really early the next morning to come and fit a bed. And the whole issue, what I kept saying is, with Isabel's disability, she doesn't like change. So I wanted to have her bedroom up and running, and it was just like everything from one house, exactly the same, and just move it to a different house. And I was hoping that would solve the issues of, if there is any issues that occur. I'm hoping that there's not. I'm hoping that she just likes the new house, but she's not been in it yet. It's just ridiculous, right? That, like I said, I feel like I could probably do their job better than them, and I'm not trained, but because I've lived through it and I'm the one that's doing the research. I remember a couple of years ago they'd tried all these different bath seats with her, none of them suited. They look like a chair that you take to the beach, that you just, you know, like sunbathe on. They look like them that you put in the bath, so then you had to fill the bath all the way up. You're wasting so much water because she can't sit up, and it just wasn't ideal. So I found this other seat, and unfortunately it didn't suit her because it was pushing on areas of her body that was hurting her, but they didn't even know it existed. It was just like a miracle. I said, well, what about this, Jill? What about, can we try this? And it was literally like, oh my god, I didn't even know that existed. It's like, really, this is meant to be your job, love. It's just infuriating. So anyway, on a more positive note, I've started this off on a bit of a rant onto. On a positive note, I have started the packing process. So me and Lewis yesterday, we packed up all of her toys and soft teddies and that sort of thing. I don't want to do clothes just yet, because obviously until we've got that date. Once I get given that date, I'm going to be full steam ahead sorting everything out. I'm not packing any of my art stuff up until, again, the dates, because I use this stuff on a daily and I don't want to chance like losing things. Oh, I'm going to have to press pause. When my camera nearly gets to 20 minutes, it cuts me off, so I need to remember beforehand to reset it. But it is quite warm as well still here. It's not as warm as it has been, but I'm absolutely dreading the weekend. It's meant to be really, 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 really warm, and I don't do warm weather. And I don't like looking after Isabel in the warm weather because I feel sorry for her because she can't cool down. This picture's turning out quite cute. I don't know why I didn't baste the scarf. I'm kicking myself a little bit. No. What else have I got to talk about? I think that's really it, because it's just all been focusing to do with the house move and whatnot. Oh, Isabella, dead cute. It's not a bikini. It's like a two-piece swim set. It's easier to have a two-piece because then it's easier to change a nappy. I picked it up from Tesco yesterday. It's really cute. I'm hoping to take a swim in it either this weekend, but I think it might be mega busy because of the heat, so I have to do it next weekend. But this Saturday, my husband's working. He doesn't usually work at the weekends, but he's doing it because we need the extra money. So yeah, he's gone. I think he needs to set off at 5:30 in the morning, and then he's only back at about 3-4 o'clock. So I've literally got the whole day to try and occupy her. So I'm hoping that it's not too warm, and then I can just take her for local walks around here, maybe go to the park, take her to the supermarket or something for a dinner, maybe even take her into town. There's a nice park at town with like an ice cream parlour and stuff that I could take her to. What colour are polar bears' noses? I think they are black, aren't they? I think they are actually black, so I'm not going to mess with that anymore. Just want to add a little bit of red to the hat. Where's a red? There is a red. I'm cooking a stir fry for tea tonight on here. I'm looking forward to it. I've got a big piece of ribeye steak that I got from Aldi. So I'm doing that with loads of different veg, mini sweet corn, mange tous and noodles, and I'm looking forward to it. I think when I finish doing this, I think I'm going to go and prep all the vegetables, and then I don't have to worry about that later when Isabel's home. Because once she's home, it's sort of like she's the priority. I mean, I can sit there and mess on my phone for a little bit, but then she will get bored really easy, so I have to like play with her and read to her and sing to her and mess around with her. And then my husband gets home at about any time from 6 o'clock till 6:30. He'll come home. But it's bath night tonight. I love bath night. I love bathing her. She's dead fun. So bath night tonight. She's dead funny with her dryer. I wish I could show you guys, but obviously with her being in the knacker, I can't put that on YouTube. But she's dead funny. She likes the hairdryer part more than anything. And she jabbers away, like trying to tell us stuff. It's comical. Actually, funnily enough today, let me show you this picture. A teacher sent it to me. Oh, that's another story that I've got last week. That was fun. Yeah, so a teacher sent me this picture. She was in the play today and I didn't go. And I will tell you the reason why I didn't go. But she's dressed as a caterpillar. She does not look impressed, does she? Look. She does not look impressed. Let me show you a picture of a really nice bit. I've got pictures of her here, of her when Daddy got home last night actually. And she's in her silky pyjamas. And you can see how happy she is. Look, how cute. How cute. But yeah, that's the difference. Oh, that's a lovely one as well. So, so what was I saying? Yeah, last week we had her school was doing like it was like a barbecue sort of thing, and it was a chance for you to go into school and meet the new teachers, see the new classroom, meet the parents of the kids that are going to be in her class and stuff. And I thought, that's a really nice idea, that, because I don't drop her off at school, I don't pick her up, so I don't get to meet the parents. And I could not get a lift down there. I could not get a lift. I tried ringing several different taxi firms. I even asked the buzz that dropped her off, and they were busy after the school time, and it started at 5 and finished at 7. So Isabel gets dropped off from school at 4 o'clock, and then at 4:30 I'd got her already all dressed, and I thought, you know what, I want to take her, I want to meet the teachers again, I want to see a new classroom, I want to attempt to meet the parents. So 4:30 I'm trying to ring taxis, trying to ring Ubers, nobody's answering, nobody's picking up, everyone's busy. So I thought, right, sod it. And we got the bus into our local town, which took about 25 minutes to half an hour, something like that. And then we got the bus from town to Isabel's school, which took another 25 minutes or so, and then we had to walk another 20 minutes to her school. I was a mess when I got there. I was dressed up nice, I had my makeup done, my hair done. I dressed Isabel up so cute. She had these little leather pants on, she was matching me, and a cool little top. It looked like a Stranger Things top. And I just got there and I was a right hot mess. I was sweating, my hair was everywhere because of the walk and the stress of the transportation. It was just horrible. Anyway, we ended up getting to the school at 6:20. 6:20 we arrived at the school, and it was over at 7 o'clock. And then I walked in, and I mean literally stepped 1 foot into that school, and she started screaming, because she just didn't understand. She probably thought, you know, I've been here all day, I don't want to come back here, Mum. And that's her only way of letting me know. But obviously I was frustrated, I was tired, I was upset. I had a quick little peek into her new classroom. I already knew a teacher. I didn't see any of the pupils, I didn't get to see any of the other parents, and I just walked straight back out. And luckily my husband turned up as I walked out, and I was really upset. A teacher was like, oh, give it to me, I'll take her for a walk round, and you know, go and meet the parents. And I thought, I'm not doing that, because then it's me dealing with Isabel that's in a right state going on. So I thought, no. So my husband had a little look round the classroom while I took her outside, standing there with her screaming. And then we came back home. So all that hassle, all that effort to be in the school for literally 5 minutes, and the only good thing that came out of it, this is what brings me back to the play that I missed today, is I said to a teacher, this is what happens whenever I'm in school as well. As soon as she sees me in school, it's like she's saying, Mum, you're not meant to be here, I'm going to scream because you shouldn't be here, go away, sort of thing. That's the way that she communicates. So I said, if I ever don't turn up for plays or anything like this, please know that I wanted to, but at the moment, hopefully she changes in the future, but at the moment it's just not worth it. It stresses me out, it gets me upset, it stresses her out, and basically she was hysterical. She was hysterical at that point. So yeah, I missed her play today, but a lovely teacher, sent me them pictures, and she said that she did really well, although I beg to differ. Looking at the pictures, it looks like that she was like looking at the teacher as if it's a whammy in this silly outfit, take it off. But one of her classmates' mums found me on Facebook. I have no idea how, but she messaged me. So I have, we've been messaging backwards and forwards, and I'm going to try and meet up with her in the summer holidays. Her son is similar but different in a lot of other ways to Isabel, so we have got things in common, and it might be nice to have another parent of a child that's physically disabled like her son. I believe he can stand and weight spur, so he can stand up, he can use a walker, and he can sit independently and bum shuffle, where Isabel's not reached their milestones yet. I'm still hoping but yeah, not just yet. But yeah, we might have some things in common. What colour shall I do? I'm going to go with the turquoise to match the background. Let me just pick my colours out. That might be a little bit too bright green. Pick these three. Let me just give these a little bit of a sharpen. This pencil sharpener is mega loud as well. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for a video to finish editing now. It's at 92%, and then I can start uploading that. It's only like a half an hour long video, and it'll probably take me about 3.5 hours to upload it, which is annoying. I know I'm making the camera shake, I'm sorry. There we go. So yeah, I'm just hoping that definitely this week, possibly Thursday, Friday, that we get a date, and then we can be just both me and my husband having our heads, right, this is it. This is what we have to do in the time that we've got left to get everything sorted. I'm just hoping. I've got a chest freezer in my garage that doesn't particularly work very well anymore, but my father-in-law, my mum's boyfriend, wants to take it because he wants it for a dog food. So I've said, you know, you're more than welcome for it. So he's coming for that in a few weeks. He actually came round last week and brought my mum round. Which was nice. See my mum twice in 1 week, and I've not seen her in like a year or something, so it was nice. They came round because he wanted to come and pick up some plant pots in the garden. I'm only taking 3 plants in my garden, and all 3 of them are potted plants. 2 of them my dad gave to me, so that's the main reason that I want to take them, because they were gifts. So yeah, that happened. Just trying to think. I can't even like really sort out Lewis's room. Lewis has got the smallest room in the house. He's got the box room, and he's not one for really accumulating many things. Lewis, he's more for his computer games and stuff. So I think sorting his room out won't be too bad. And like pots and pans and that sort of thing obviously can be only done at last minute. Oh, my video's finished. I'll have to get it started uploading very soon. I'm a little bit concerned about Rolo, to be honest, as well, because she was in this house, wasn't she, with Eva, and now she's moving to that other house and she is completely alone. But as far as I'm aware, the neighbours haven't got any dogs. I mean, I know that they can get dogs and they can get cats, but as far as I'm aware, the new neighbours have not got any animals, so I think she'll be a lot happier without them next door knowing the life of her. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Let's do a minimal shading on this. It's meant to be a really cartoony picture. It would have been alright this actually in alcohol markers, just doing the shading with that, but I didn't think. I already started in pencils, so never mind. So yeah, I've probably got enough time now to edit this video, hopefully get it started uploading, quickly prep tea. I need to run around with the hoover. I wish it didn't take me that long this morning to do that video, because I've got another video that I want to do, and I've seen that I've got too many things that I want to do and need to do, but I've not got enough time, and I feel tired all the time as well. I feel tired all the time. Isabella is sleeping better, and we are on day 11 or 12 I think of her not going to the toilet in the night. She's waking up in the morning and she's having a dry nappy, and it's incredible. Incredible. I'm so proud of her. So proud of her, and she's very proud of herself as well. Like, she'll look at you in the morning and you get ready for change and get her ready, and she's just looking at you with the biggest grin on her face, and that's how I know that she's not been to the toilet. And it's just a really proud face, and I'm really proud of her. Really, really proud of her. Little pudding. I hope she had a good time at that play today. As much as they say, yeah, she did well, I know my child. She's very much like me. Like yeah, she'll enjoy the social aspects of certain things, and then she'll get to a point where she goes, right, I've had enough. I'm like zoning out, and I don't want anything to do with anybody else. And I tend to do that as well. I tend to do that, so that's where she gets that one from. So I think once I've done this shading, I'm not going to be able to finish it all, because I need to do all these tassels as well. I'm going to have to finish the video here, so it might not be a long whip of the week, but it is what it is. I'm using what time that I've got. I mean, you really do think, oh, you've got this many hours in the day to get this done, but honestly, you just like blink and it's 2 o'clock. Where's the time gone? Where has the time gone? It's crazy. And then once 4 o'clock comes, it's just literally crazy for the rest of the day. And then once she's in bed, oh, quickly before I go, I bought yesterday on the Amazon Prime deals a Ring security camera, and I thought it'd be brilliant to have it as a new camera to keep an eye on Isabel in the middle of the night. Got it yesterday, set it up perfectly fine. Quality's superb. Got it up on my Alexa show, which is right there. I went and bought another Alexa for upstairs, thinking, oh, I can keep an eye on it down here and I can keep an eye on it upstairs, I don't have to keep moving it. And that you can get it on my phone, so I can keep an eye on if somebody else is, if my mother-in-law is sitting in with Lewis in the house, I could keep an eye on Isabel on my phone. Yeah, it goes off after 10 minutes. I was furious. It's actually, if you look at it, the commercial and like the advertisement, there's literally a baby camera, like it's pointing on a baby. It's so misleading, but I'm going to keep hold of it. I'm going to keep hold of that camera. I'm not sending it back because I plan on, you're going to think this is really silly, but in the new house I'm going to have it pointed at Rollo's bed. So then when I'm upstairs in the art room, and I'm going to leave the house all open so she can come up or down. I'm going to have a bed in the room so she can come and go as she pleases. But if she's not with me, then at least I've got a camera and I can just check on her on my phone every now and again just to see if she's alright, instead of running downstairs. And then maybe in the future, if we do eventually have a baby or have a puppy, it can be used. It can be used for that. It'll be useful. It'll be useful to have. And then the spare Alexa, Lewis is having it, so it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It's a cute little page, that, isn't it? Didn't take me long to do it like last night, and the paper isn't too bad actually. See, that's a WIP that I never came back to. But anyway, until my next video, until my next WIP and chat, like I said, this video will be up tomorrow, which will be Thursday. I don't know my schedule for the rest of the week. I'm hoping that I'm going to be busy packing, but we shall see. But until my next video, take care of yourself. Bye.